Hey guys, Justin Lee Hareld here with Dishin Days. I'm here at Day of Days 2022 at Xbox Plaza, and I'm joined by these two amazing, lovely ladies, Patrika Darbo and Judi Evans. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you today? How's the day been going for you?
Excellent.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah. We know you did the morning session. What was it like out there in the crowd, receiving the energy, love from the fans?
Wonderful.
It was
Fabulous.
terrific. It was like we were seeing generations come up there that we haven't seen because of the last 2 years, and to be able to put faces to people who've been DMing us or seeing us on Facebook. I mean, it's just great.
Or Zooming.
Yeah, and I don't Zoom well.
Me neither.
I know a lot of the cast has remarked that this Day of Days seems very different than previous ones. Have you gotten that feeling, or?
It seems more open, and yet it seems more intimate. So it's been really wonderful.
You know what I think, and it was. You know what? It's been really wonderfully organized between meeting the fans first, entered out there, the band played, then we're coming in and we did one type of publicity, then we're doing it here. Thank you, Peacock, for everything. Thank you, Sony, and thank you, Mr. Corday. Thank you.
Speaking of Peacock, have both of you noticed a difference now that you're on Peacock? Have you noticed difference in the writing, difference in the way the show is filmed, or is it the same old show? Just a different station.
Show. How dare you? Never. Always new, fabulous, and exciting. No, the show is always going to be right, but the viewing is different, which is wonderful.
I think that's the biggest comment we've had today was the fact that I can get up at 6 and start putting my makeup on, watch what I want. If I miss something, I can go back. 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep. I get up and turn it on. There's no car chases, so no interruptions.
If your DVR doesn't work, who cares?
Even though a lot of them were not happy at first, I think they're finding out that it's very happy and it's worth that $1.99. And you can watch the commercials, or you can, if you have a little more dough, you can go without the commercials. But it's given you an opportunity to see your show when you want to see your show, and you can go back and look at those love scenes that you might have missed earlier.
Over and over.
I can completely, honestly, I used to watch the show at night. A lot of times it's like my nightly routine, and now that it's switched over to Peacock, I get up in the morning, it's the first thing I put on. You have it with your breakfast, your coffee, your tea, and you start your day off with Days, which has been really
Think about it all day long.
And Peacock is really broadening what's going on for them too. So it's really where television is headed right this moment. Everything was going to be streaming, and NBC has taken that major first step versus others right this moment. So it's only going to grow and be better. So
I think Days will be the blueprint for going forward, honestly. I think it will be. Absolutely. I think it will be. Now, we're going to talk about your two characters in this sort of amazing, beautiful friendship that sprung from a not-so-great storyline in terms of the characters, but a really good friendship that sprung and allowed you two to work together a lot.
This was our first time working together, and we bonded so fast and so, what's the word I want?
Deeply.
Well, deeply, but also legitimate. It wasn't like a made-up friendship. We bonded and became good friends like this. And as a performer, when I'm giving out, but I'm also getting back, only makes my performance better. And she's the best. So.
No, you're the best. I just adore you.
We have checks going to each other later. So.
I have to ask, when you got those scripts and you looked and you were like, oh, I'm going to be with Bonnie, I'm going to be with Nancy, what was that like?
I was so excited.
I was excited, but I went like this, Nancy's going to take dressing things from Bonnie? I'm like, going, really? What is this about? Like this? But I looked damn good when I came out of that closet, I got to tell you.
She definitely looked damn good.
There you go. And that's all to Richard Bloor, who dressed me very well. But listen, I had no complaints how Bonnie put me together, so none whatsoever.
You look gorgeous no matter what.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
And Patrika, I have to ask, what was sort of the fan feedback you got from that storyline with Craig coming out on the dissolution of a marriage? Because we talked about it on our show a lot, and just how relatable it was, how real it was, sort of taking a real world scenario, bringing it to the soaps, and just not playing it for jokes or laughs, or just letting it unfold.
It's reality, and I think it was such a poignant storyline because of the fact that this is part of real life, and suddenly the soaps crossed that border. It wasn't pretend anymore. It was talking to Mary, who had this happen to her. It was talking to John, who had it happen to him. So it was so wonderful. And maybe it could have been a longer story, but this genre moves very fast. But my feedback, first my personal feedback was I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, the fans have loved this bigger woman with this younger doctor and this all the time like this, and being married for 35 years and having 2 beautiful children. I'm like going, how is this going to be perceived? But it came so honest to the people out there going, this first shocked me, but then I saw this and I remembered that this happened to my best friend or this happened here. So the fact that the storyline really embraced truth, and that was what was so wonderful, and that's what we got back from it. Both Kevin and I was the positiveness of it.
It was really beautiful to watch. I mean, we talked about it a lot and went back and forth a lot on our show about it, and just the main consensus was like, oh, we wish it was longer. We wish it was longer.
I think everybody kind of did, but again, we're in a genre that you can't. If this was a story, only that was the only story, we could have told it a little bit, but it led into the next story of different things. So it's part of the genre, but we open doors to have people realize that this happens. This happens in real life.
You know, opened it up.
And if you're in that position as somebody that says I've been living a lie, I can't do this anymore. It allowed you to find that. And I think in our aspect between Kevin and, women Craig and Nancy, the fact that they both still said, I will always love you. And that is really real life and stuff. There's a hurt there, but it all comes back to, loving one another.
Beautiful job you and Kevin did with that storyline. Just beautiful. And Judi, I have to say, this week we got some amazing scenes between your character and Suzanne as Maggie and Bonnie. They sort of softened on each other the past few years as they started as rivals. But this week it was like a cementing of a friendship, a cementing of we're family and we're in this together.
It's amazing how living under the same roof sometimes can soften the edges a bit. So it's nice. It's nice when it's nice to see. It's like when Bonnie and Nancy, are together. Women being good to women. I mean, catfights are fun and that's great. And we could do that with Kate all day long.
Let's have each other's back. Having a friend who always has your back, and I think she being the cat's mother here, Bonnie, not Bonnie. That's not Bonnie too, but anyway. But Judi was wonderful today because her analogy was the fact about when you're working with somebody that you know will catch you no matter what. There may be a net, but they will grab you and hold you before you even hit that net. And that's, I think, the friendship that was brought across with Bonnie and Nancy at this point. And it helped Judi and Patrika become very good friends.
I love that. We love that here. Before we go, we have to play a fun little game with you both. Again, yes,
I lie and I make stuff up.
Yep.
And the game will be interesting because of it. Okay, we're going to do a who's most likely, okay? So between the two of you, it's going to be who's most likely. Either or. Probably more actor, but okay. Who's most likely to forget their lines on set?
No, we're pretty.
Neither one of us.
These are two pros. They're pros.
Upside down and over. Yes.
And exactly the way it's written, damn it.
Who's most likely to make their scene partner break character?
I think they were on equal street there. And sometimes we're very bad girls.
Yeah, we try really hard not to be.
When you were shooting those Nancy and Bonnie scenes, did you crack up a lot, or was it? Yeah.
Yes. It's really sometimes really hard not to. It's like almost like, she's so funny too. It's like biting your tongue going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We had some very poignant stuff, so there were times where we had to take a breath in, but the mere fact that we got to laugh a little bit beforehand made the drama come through even better. That was so there was a relaxed truthfulness about what we were doing. So yeah.
Okay, who's most likely to plan a fun night out for castmates?
It might be like a horseback riding trip, but okay, yeah.
No, we end up in a bar, so what the hell?
Barn.
It all goes together, right? Yeah. Okay, last one. Do a quick one. Who's most likely to bring a flask to a dry work party?
Well, let's just put. I've got tequila, and
Well,
she's
I'd
got
find
no.
her.
I have the Tito's. She's got the tequila.
It's like,
I don't know.
Patrika, do you have it?
Yeah, I got
Okay,
it.
can I have
like this.
some?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Or she has the olives, and I have the
Yes,
vodka.
I'll bring the dirty part.
And there you go.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love them. Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you for spending time with us. We love seeing you on the show. Continue success and enjoy the rest of your day. Justin Lee Hareld with Dishin Days.